Hi, this is Art, and this is from my upcoming book, 16 Mondays. Have you ever painted the inside of your house? Well, if you haven't, allow me to make a suggestion. Don't do it. My wife and I had been in our house for 13 years, so we decided it's time to paint. Since our home has very high ceilings and neither of us is very fond of heights, we decided to hire a professional painter. One of the problems we knew we'd be running into was the master bathroom. It was the only room in the house that had wallpaper. It was nice looking wallpaper when we bought the place, but over the years the seams were starting to curl up and we knew that we had to either get rid of the wallpaper or paint over it. On our initial meeting with the painter, he looked at the wallpaper and said, "I can't paint that. You'll have to have it removed." So he gave us the name of a professional wallpaper remover guy. Yes, there really is such a thing as a professional wallpaper remover guy. The wallpaper remover guy gave us what seemed like a reasonable price and spent the next day and a half getting rid of the wallpaper. When he finished, the bathroom looked like a roadside bomb had gone off in the middle of the room. But the wallpaper was gone, and the wallpaper remover guy said, "It's not as bad as it looks. The painter can just do a little sanding before he paints." But when the painter came back to take a look, he said, "I can't paint that. You'll have to have a drywall repair guy come out and fix it first." So the painter gave us the name of a drywall repair guy. The drywall repair guy also spent a day and a half in the bathroom and then said, "It was a lot worse than I thought, so I'm going to have to charge you extra." Then my wife and I were having a hard time deciding on colors. We got samples from the paint store. We painted a small patch of paint on the living room wall. It sure looked different than it did on those tiny samples. So then we painted the same color on the bedroom wall, and it didn't look like the sample or what we had painted on the living room wall. We must have gotten 9 different sample cans of paint from the paint store. Our living room walls were starting to look like hippies were living there. We'd decide on one color and then the next day decide that it looked terrible. The whole thing was so confusing. So the painter said, "You'll need an interior decorator." So the painter gave us the name of an interior decorator lady who came out and told us that everything we were thinking about was wrong. The interior decorator lady spent almost 4 hours with us. Then for several weeks after I went to sleep, I'd dream about colors. Then we had to start taking all of the pictures off the wall and move furniture to get ready for the painter. Then the painter called to say that his car was in the shop, so he wouldn't be able to start the job on time. Finally, he showed up to start in the bathroom. I thought it would take him a couple of hours to paint the bathroom. He was in there for 2 days. Finally, after the end of week 2, he was almost finished with the entire house. So, after 2.5 months of planning, deciding, thinking, hiring, putting up with the mess, and writing checks, I must admit the place looked beautiful. And I never want to look at another bucket of paint again for the rest of my life. Oh, by the way, did I forget to mention all of the cracks in the ceiling that had to be fixed from the house settling? Never mind. I'll save that story for another time. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching.